I don't know how to use the clicker. Hi, I'm Jamie from Hubdoc. I'm one of the co-founders. Thank you for your time and attention. The topic of my talk tonight is The Robots Are Coming, Lessons from Hubdoc. The talk actually has nothing to do with robots, but hopefully it'll be entertaining. I'm going to talk about some lessons we've learned working in growth companies over the last little while. I'm also going to do it in the eternal language of the internet, all in emojis, so every slide is going to be emojis. So the first one is a thank you. So thank you, Alex. Thank you, Jason. You guys are building the community. Props to you guys. You're actually doing something. You're spending time every month. Ow. Let's do it. Hubdoc, what the hell is it? So we make problems go away for accountants and businesses and bookkeepers in the small businesses they serve. The way we do it is with this army of robots that goes out and gets documents from the internet and publishes them to your accounting platform. That's the ad. I did have one customer who I'd never met tonight call it a game changer, so props, thank you. And let's learn what we learned from Hubdoc. First, a little bit about me. I learned about the internet in '94 from this magazine, Understanding the Information Superhighway. That prompted me to quit my job. I was working for my family's business, sorry Dad, and I said I gotta get a job on the internet. So I did what one did before BitMaker Labs. I went and got an MBA. Don't do that. The good news is that took me to a place called Expedia. I joined Microsoft, which at the time was a cool place to work. And I was working with an amazing group of people trying to change the way travel was booked forever, really. And so I've got a couple lessons from Expedia. Work with people that are smarter than you, it makes you better. Work on problems that are big, like the guys at Expedia were working, guys collectively, were working on changing how travel was planned, booked, and purchased, and that was huge. And the last thing was, if you're playing on a winning team, it's really, really fun. So make your employment choices carefully and pick winners. At that time, I was doing something also on the internet, which was reconnecting with my college girlfriend. And she came out to Seattle, we got married, and that was awesome. Woo! She was Canadian though, and we started having kids, and pursuant to the October meetup, I was on the expat tour. She told me we were moving to Canada, which was great. And we started our life's work together, which is these two little guys. There's Thea and Nina giving me their going back to school face in September of this year. So, I can't work the button again. I wanted to be in the startup world. So my partner, the other Jamie, who's back in the room, we said we wanted to start a company and it's gonna be awesome. We had many expectations. It was going to be just like Expedia, which had like 100% growth 7 years in a row while I was there. We were going to get on this rocket ship to the moon. It was going to be happy. I was going to see double rainbows. We were crushing it. We were on fire. It was amazing. We were going to win prizes, millions of dollars. So Sparkroom sold stuff to mortgage companies in 2007. First 12 months were awesome. Then it happened. Startup reality. Those mortgage companies stopped paying us. We were going down into the right. My alcohol consumption went from beer to wine to martinis. In a tribute to Greece, we were getting payments in IOUs, those euros there on the right, all on top of a pile of doggy doo. So we had a decision. And I'm going to talk about when to pivot. In that case, at Sparkroom, it became obvious when to pivot. We were going to die if we didn't pivot, so we pivoted. We sold stuff to for-profit schools, and that ended up working. So I'm going to tell a story about Hubdoc. 2 years ago, we started the company based on the premise that filing cabinets are dumb, digital documents are coming, but getting them is a pain in the butt. And so we started, well, let's build that for consumers. We're going to make it better. We'll aggregate all your bills and statements. Other people were doing it, we did it, we built an awesome product, I still use it. Consumers didn't care, and we weren't very good at telling the story. So I went golfing that summer and hoped for Santa Claus to come and save our business. It didn't happen. So we started over that summer thinking about how to change our business. We started measuring what was working in the product, looking for new ideas, being creative, and we ended up having to choose between door number 1, 2, and 3. The way we did it was through customer development. So talking to people who were using it, getting on a plane, a bus, high heels, and doing that over and over again. In October, we got an email from one of our customers. Oh God, 60 seconds. She's subject line, all caps, I'm obsessed with Hubdoc and what it's doing for my small business. That was a good sign. Also, an accountant started using it, put 5 of his customers on there. We weren't charging him anything, but he was giving us good feedback. So since then, we've kind of been growing, and that's great. So another lesson is when to step on the gas. So my first story is Expedia. 98, when I joined, 1% of travel was booked on the internet. When I left in 05, 10% was booked. That's 10%, 10x growth without doing anything. We're kind of at the same place. Props to my two buddies in the audience. Woo! With cloud accounting, 1.5 million cloud accounting, small businesses on cloud accounting right now, out of 60 globally. It's going to be a 10x in the next 5 years. And so when you have that, and customers love your product, step on the gas. 2 more slides. So I'm also an investor, and I try running this company with my partner. The things we're trying to do is team and traction. So traction, grow 20% revenue month on month. That's hard, but when you do it, it's awesome. And the other thing, if you do that, it helps you attract amazing world-class people to work with you. So get those 2 things right, and you have a better chance of building value. Last thing, I read an awesome blog post on Saturday. Jason Calsanis, who's, I don't necessarily always agree with him, but he's often right. And he wrote this awesome blog post. You guys should check it out. I'm going to summarize as, be awesome at one skill, an important skill. Selling, coding, product, something. Get better at it more quickly than everyone else around you. Oh God. Take your skills to a startup, and then teach everyone around you. That's it for me from Hubdoc. Lessons learned. I'm here to help, so somebody told me to be helpful. We've done that in the accounting ecosystem. We need to do more of it in the startup ecosystem. My details are on the screen. Reach out to me and ask questions if you got them. Thank you. Anyone?
No questions? Wow. Are you guys profitable? Mic drop.
Are we profitable? Not even close. Thank you. All right, cheers. One other question. Here we go.
What's the best thing in Toronto offers vis-a-vis the Valley?
I didn't work in the Valley ever. I worked in Seattle, but I can tell you what I like about building and growing companies here, which is the people. The development talent here is just as good as the development talent I worked with in Seattle, and they're loyal. They don't leave. They stick around. They're kind of Canadian, and they stick with you even when times are bad. And I think that's the best kind of advantage we have versus starting a company out there.
Thank you.
One more.
At what point did you decide to pivot your company? Because I saw multiple pieces of food instead of just one.
At what point?
Did you decide to pivot the company?
Well, there were multiple pivots. So the first one was in Sparkroom. We decided to pivot that when our customers stopped paying us. And then in Hubdoc, people just didn't care enough. Like, we built this consumer product and we loved it and people loved it, but not enough loved it to make it a viable business. And so we had to do something or we were going to go away. One more and then we're done.
What's been your most successful customer growth strategy?
Most successful customer growth strategy. So at Hubdoc, we sell primarily through a channel, which is through accountants and bookkeepers, and are actually, and this isn't just kissing out to our most important partner, our most successful strategy has been engaging with Intuit and the Intuit ecosystem. They, not surprisingly, have the most customers, and they've really helped amplify our message to accountants and bookkeepers.
Thank you.
Thank you.